Deputies.
Thank you, Chair. I'd like to welcome the motion before the House, and I'd like to recognise Deputy Brady's work in bringing the motion before the House. It's certainly one I'll be supporting. The state pension system clearly is broken. It lacks transparency. We now have a situation where the department officials are not allowed to tell people coming up to pension age what pension they are likely to get from the state. It lacks fairness. We see some people who might work for just 10 years with a fraction of the contributions of others getting full payments over and above people who might have contributed much more, but in a less linear fashion, who could end up with significantly less from them. And as been repeated in the House time and again this evening, it is deeply, deeply discriminatory towards women. And we know now that on average women get about 40% less in retirement than men. Why? Well, lots of reasons, but partly because the current system doesn't properly account for periodic work. It doesn't properly account for many years spent raising children. It doesn't properly account for people who are self-employed. I had a case last week, and no doubt every deputy deals with these cases, of a woman who worked for 3 months after college. She immediately stopped working, raised kids for many years, went back to work and is working up to retirement and is being hammered by the years that she was raising her children. It was identified last week in committee by the National Women's Council as the single biggest issue they are contacted with. So this is not only important, it's also not a marginal issue, it's a very mainstream issue. So what needs to happen? We need to create a system which is designed not for PAYE men, but for everybody, for the self-employed, for parents, for women, for everybody. We need targeted measures for those women who are finding themselves penalised by the system right now. That has to be done. And we need to transition immediately to an open, transparent system where people can see what they're going to be entitled to, can contribute more to that, and who are not penalised for doing many of the things that one has to do in life besides paying PRSI stamps every week. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Deputy Donnelly. Moving on to